Hey, it's Georgia from Crochet and Chaos, and since people seem to like yarn unboxing videos, my Premier Yarns order just showed up. And I'm glad there was nothing breakable in here because look at what FedEx did to this. They abused it. But it's not breakable, it's fine. The yarn's probably fine. It's all good. There's not as much yarn in here as you think there might be because I ordered some Parfait Chunky XL for a giant octopus I'm wanting to make. And I haven't quite found the yarn that I want to use for it. I've tried a couple different, like I tried Burnette Blanket and I just really hate working with it. I've got a lot of Burnette Blanket that I'm going to have to use on something. I try. A lot of amigurumi makers use Parfait Chunky and Parfait Chunky XL, so I thought that I would give that a try. And I've got some Premier Parfait here, or Premier Parfait Chunky, and it's not big enough. So I got the XL and 2 skeins in this mustard yellow. It's called Goldenrod. The white, and the black. So probably wondering why these colors for a giant octopus. Well, I have an IKEA bedding set that it's called Sunny Side Up, and it's eggs. There's eggs all over it. So I want to make a giant octopus for the bed that looks like an egg octopus, because I'm like that. I got 3 things of this DK Colors, and I think this is watermelon, because I just really like this color scheme. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. What is this? This is a size 3. Okay, this might, and it's acrylic. I was thinking this might be summer stuff, but it's acrylic, and that's, we'll see. I'll figure it out. Okay. Oh, this is, I thought these were going to be a little bit bigger. Okay. I got 6 of these. This is the Premier Home Cotton, and this is a size 4. And I got this colorway because a friend of mine in Australia showed it to me in a different type of Premier yarn that we don't get here. And I fell in love with the colorway, and I found it in the cotton, so I got it. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's 88 yard or 96 yards, so I've got almost 600 yards here. I will find something to do with it. Okay, I got 5 things of this mercerized cotton. I'm going to attempt to dye this. I'm not sure what colors yet, but I want to try dyeing my own yarn. I have some of the Lion Brand Rit dye kits, and I'm going to start with that. And I think it was Killian Finey Maple, she just used regular cotton yarn, so I'm going to give that a go because I have a lot of dye in these kits, and it says it'll dye like 10 times the yarn that's in there or something. Okay, I have these 2 Minikins. These are size 2 yarn. I don't know why I got 2, but yes, that is the color I want. This is a size 3, and it's not working for me. I got this to make a Labubu. I'm making a stuffed Labubu. And the same thing with the little bunny. It's fuzzy enough. It looks like, let me take a look at this. Where's this open? I don't think wherever I open it, this box is empty, so I'm going to put that down here on the floor. I'll put it under my desk. It doesn't want to go next to my chair. Maybe a cat can play in it. Yeah, this feels almost as fuzzy as the latte cake that I started working with for this project, because I was anxious to get started and didn't want to wait for my yarn, and that's why I tried using the size 3, even though the pattern calls for a size 2, and using the size 2 hook that it calls for, it's just not working. But here's the start of the head hood for the Labubu, and it's just, I don't know, it doesn't look right. But, well, I'm trusting the process here. But I have the size 2 now. This should go much easier. Wish me luck. Because I just pulled it all apart. This is the second time I frogged it. The first time the head just turned out massive and I couldn't figure out why. And it was because I used the wrong size hook. So now I've got the right size yarn and the right size hook. So it should work in theory. And like I said, I'm trusting the process on this. And I can also start on my octopus now. I think this is going to be big enough. Yes, it has to be a giant octopus because it's for the bed and it's a king size bed, and I don't take up that much room, and I want a giant octopus to match the bedding. So that's my yarn haul. I have 2 more things of yarn coming from Herrshners and Hobbii. Actually, I don't want to toss that back in there. I want my minikins out here. I'm going to put the blue stuff in here. And now I have to find a home for all that yarn. I have officially run out of room for yarn, and it's a problem. I don't have a yarn buying problem. I have a yarn storage problem. Just like I don't have a book buying problem, I do read my books. I am an English major. I am currently getting my MFA for creative writing, and I have an MA in literature. But so I do read my books, and I have over 1,600 books. I don't have a book problem. I have a book storage problem. It's all in how you look at it. So that's my yarn haul, and wish me luck finding a spot for it all. Hey, I'm back. Another day, another yarn order. I know that sounds really bad, but maybe it is. But I put in 3 yarn orders, one from Premier, which I've already unboxed, one from Herrshners, and I've got one coming from Hobbii whenever it shows up. Those orders get stuck in customs, they get lost in the mail and then found. It's ridiculous. But since Joann's closed, I've been trying out different yarns, trying to find out what's out there, find out what I like. And I've not, outside of ordering from Hobbii, however it's pronounced, I don't order a lot online unless it's a color of something that I want that Michaels or Joann didn't carry. So when Herrshners was having their summer sale, I put in a small order and it's here. I didn't expect a Sunday delivery, but here we are. FedEx drop kicked this box too, but it's not nearly as bad as the Premier one. There's just like a dent over by the shipping label. But they did, the delivery driver did leave it in the middle of the walkway coming up to the house. I don't know what it is with our delivery driver. He is afraid of my dog. Yeah, I get it. He's a big dog. He's a Great Pyrenees Bloodhound mix. He goes 130 plus pounds. The dog is massive. But the second he hears him bark, it's hit or miss where our packages end up. They rarely end up at the front door. They usually end up in front of the garage, which means we end up with a large pet food order that has to be carried in that may or may not be heavy, depending on who's bringing it in. But this one was just left in the middle of the walk. That's my fun with FedEx. Actually, it might have gotten dropped when, or the box may have gotten dented when he left it in the yard and like ran off. Maybe he kicked it. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. So let's dig in here and see what I think of this yarn. This side doesn't look very good. Hold the boxes open. White packing slip. I think from Children of St. Jude's. Road Free Travel Easy. Folding power chair. Cool. Might need that one day. The miracle molecule for natural blood pressure support. Yeah, I don't believe that. They did all these ads. This is ridiculous. Ooh, there's a little Halloween outfit in here. This is kind of cool. I think good. It's not a needlepoint thing. The dogs are kind of cute. Okay, I do like this spooky season throw. I might have to order this kit. It's, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's bats. It's got bat appliques on it. It's really cute. But that's the highlight of that ad. What do we got going on here? We've got, okay, this is the Royal Cotton 8-4 that I ordered. It's, I don't remember what size this is. And of course they put a sticker over it. It feels pretty soft, but I was expecting something more black than this. This is a dark gray. I swear I clicked black and it looked black on the site. I'll have to look up to see what this is. It's probably a 2 or 3. The labels don't say. Labels don't even tell me how much is in here. I'm definitely going to have to look this up later. It's soft, so there's that. But I ordered 3 of the I guess it's a dark gray. And 3 of this lime green. I see 2 right off. There's a 3rd one in this box somewhere. There's not a, there it is. Not a lot of places it could get lost. Okay, and then I ordered, wow. I ordered some Millens lace weight yarn, and it was supposed to be random colors, but I got 8 balls of the same stuff. Not sure what I'm going to do with 8 balls of the same stuff, but I guess I'll figure it out. Let's see, approximately 218 yards per ball. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's more than 1,600 yards. Okay. And finally, it fell again. And finally, there's this. Let's put the box out of the way. And take a second and pick up what fell here because there's library books involved. At this point, I'm pretty sure the university library is convinced I'm going to have these checked out until I graduate. I haven't had a chance to work on the research project that they're for. I don't have a deadline for it. It's just something that one of my professors wanted me to continue with in order to get it published. Okay, so this is actually Herrshners brand yarn. And the thing that I like about this, and this wasn't the colorway that I wanted, this was a second choice, but I looked at this quite a few times. But what I like is that you have the stripe and then 3 more colors that match it perfectly. So I find that really cool. It's a size 4 acrylic. It feels like a size 4 acrylic. It's fine. It's not quite as soft as Big Twist's Living or Value. Well, maybe it's as soft as Value. I don't know. Maybe a little less soft. But it's nowhere near the worst that Red Heart puts out. 448 yards. So 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 18. Oh, mistakes may have been made. I ordered 2 of these, and this is 1,800 plus yards per set of 4. Mistakes may have been made. I guess this is going to be a rather large blanket now. That's all of that. I don't know what I had planned to do with it to begin with, but yeah, I need to do math before I start ordering things. I don't know why the way that the write-up was. I thought that it was 400. I thought these were smaller skeins, and that it was going to be 400 and some odd. 440, 448. Well, almost 450 yards per set of 4. Oops. This is why I'm an English major. I don't do math. So I'm either going to have a lot of stuff in this color or a rather large blanket. At the moment, I'm leaning towards a rather large blanket, although it will match nothing in here. Actually, I'm going to throw that in the Premier box now that it's home for me, where it doesn't go everywhere. And I don't have multiple boxes of yarn to find a spot for. Oh my god, where am I going to put this? These are so much bigger than I thought they were going to be. And this lime looked much more vibrant online. And this looked much more black. I'm a little disappointed with the colors, but they didn't look quite right online. But at least now I know. Actually, there's no room in the box for those. Those weird advertisements. And I really thought that, like I said, I really thought this was going to be like different colors, like variation stuff. That's how it looked online. That it was just going to be random grab bag. Well, this is my random grab bag. I did not expect lace weight yarn to be soft and plushy like that, so that's good. Actually, I know what I might do with this. I have an idea. I might have to double it up, but I have an idea. So that's yarn haul number 2. It's currently Monday, and before we get into that, I hope that my audio quality is better. I did pick up a microphone today, and after my doctor's appointment this morning, I also went to Michael's. My doctor is one town over, and that Michael's has a different selection than my local Michael's. So I picked up some yarn. I picked up 4 latte cakes in different colors. I got the lemon sponge, the blueberry, and I know my lighting is crap. I still need to sort that out. This is teal velvet. Now, I've had discussions with people over whether teal is a blue or a green. What do you guys think? I've seen teal that looks more blue, and I've seen teal that looks more green, but I don't know. And this one, which is blackberry. Yeah, and that's a question. Yeah, I say that like it's a question because it looks more brown than berry colored to me. So either I'm colorblind or somebody at the yarn factory is colorblind, or they just picked the name out of a hat. There's nothing about that that says blackberry to me, unless they're talking about a dead blackberry bush. And now for the hobby order. I never know how long it's going to take these orders to get here because the tracking is never accurate. And when it says that, it's going to arrive on X day, that X day is usually, that day is usually the day that it arrives at our major mail hub and then arrives at my house the next day. Well, according to the tracking, it's still at the main hub. So, but obviously I have it. Out of all the yarn in here, this was the one that I was most excited to try out. Everything else, no, not everything else, but most everything in here I've tried before, and I like it. This is really soft. This is their Horizon, and I keep seeing ads that have this one in there, and I am in love with the rainbow colorway on this. And of course it says it's color 12. But it does have all the rainbow colors in it, and this is size 4 acrylic. That's an awful small size 4. Oh no, it's a size 3 acrylic. That's 4 millimeter. I'm an idiot. It'd help if I looked at the right spot on packaging. Yeah, that's really soft. I like that. I think this is gonna be fun to work with. Now to figure out what to make with it. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to show you the other yarn that I got at Michael's. And I got this because it was on clearance for $5. And I picked up the 5 skeins that they had left of this. It's the Loops and Threads Twisted Tones. And I've never used this before, but it says that it's a 7 jumbo. So if anybody has any ideas on what I could make with this, let me know because I have no idea. Okay, moving on with the hobby order. I picked up some black crochet thread. This is the stuff that doilies are normally made out of. I'm going to be using this to make jewelry out of. And I have the honey bunnies and the bunnies in colors that I didn't have before. Um, green. Well, I have some green, but I needed more green, as well as a lot of purple. There's more of the green and there's the purple and light blue and light pink. Oh, I think that's a different dialogue. No, it looks the same. It should work to make a couple arms out of. Awesome. Looks lighter though. There's two of those in here. And this is a new yarn that I wanted to try. And it's the peacock. It's fluffy yarn. And this particular green I actually need for a project I want to make. It calls for fluffy green embellishments. And I got some black because I use a lot of black as I can make Mothmans with this. I can do Mothman things with black. There's blue and the honey bunny. I don't remember why I ordered the dark blue. Maybe I thought I needed it or something, but I bought two of them. And another black fluffy. And two pieces of yarn. That's it. All that's in my bag. And now I have to find a place to put all this yarn because I don't have a place. So I guess for now it's going back in the bag. And I'll have to find a spot for the bag. The bag can go in the box of stuff in Herrshners that I have no place to put. Maybe that should be a whole video. Where to put yarn when you have no space. I feel like a few of us could actually contribute to that. Be a group project. Only be a funner group project than the ones that we did in school. Okay, so that's the yarn. And I really should put myself on a yarn ban until I use a portion of what I have where I have room to put other yarn that I have use for. And with that, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again.